Good morning. I'm Dr. Veena Panda, and today's topic is miscarriage and the ectopic pregnancy. The miscarriage are many types, and it is caused by usually spontaneous, unexplained, and second one is because of some problem related with the conception. Usually, the risk of miscarriage background risk is about 3% in a woman when she is conceiving in early part of the pregnancy. The recurrent miscarriage is the terminology we use normally if the patient had 3 consecutive miscarriage in a row, and the incidence of that is about 0.3% in a woman. Normally, miscarriage are different types. One is threatened miscarriage. You must have heard threatened. The name suggests there is threatening to have the miscarriage. Usually, the blood flow is normal, and baby's heartbeat is normal, sex size is normal, and the pregnancy continues with good medical treatment and rest and psychological support. Second one is inevitable miscarriage, where there is severe pain and bleeding, and when we do the ultrasound, the passage is open, internal examination shows open passage, and invariably whatever you do, it doesn't protect the pregnancy to continue, and that is called inevitable miscarriage. Third one is incomplete miscarriage, where patient complains of bleeding, pain, and when we do the ultrasound, we see that there is something left behind. It is incomplete miscarriage, and the treatment usually is the medical treatment, and sometimes if patient wants, we can do the surgery as well. Fourth one is the complete miscarriage, where everything is has come out because of the pain and bleeding, and ultrasound suggests it's a complete uterus. The septic abortion is rare nowadays, but it is because of patient, they go somewhere and they do the termination of pregnancy because of very bad condition, and the infection goes to the uterus, and that leads to the fever, offensive discharge, pain, and patient requires sometimes admission, prolonged antibiotic, IV antibiotic, and once she settles down, we do the cleaning of the uterus, and usually it is performed by the quack doctor, and sometimes whatever is left behind leads to infection automatically. Ectopic, I must admit to include ectopic because it is although rare, but nowadays we see commonly because of IVF pregnancy, and second, if there is an infection in the past, some congenital abnormality of the fallopian tube, or there is a past history of ectopic pregnancy, the pregnancy stays not inside the uterus, but instead it stays in the tube, commonly seen, or in the cervix or in the abdomen. It's very rare, but it can be seen, and usually the patient presents with pain and slight bleeding, and she has got amenorrhea for 1.5 months to 2 months, and presents with pain, and whenever we see that there is a marked pain and less bleeding, we try to rule out the ectopic by doing serum beta HCG, pregnancy hormone test, and ultrasound. Once it confirms and patient's condition is stable, we try to treat it with the medicine like cancer medicine, or we do it with the surgery, whether it is open surgery or laparoscopy, all depends on patient's stability. If the patient comes in shock because the tube which is having the pregnancy, it ruptures and the patient is bleeding inside and she is in shock, in those cases it is better to open the abdomen and secure the bleeding point and remove the tube, and that is the treatment of ectopic pregnancy. It is a life threatening condition. One must go to the doctor if they think that there is a possibility of ectopic pregnancy. One is the missed miscarriage, where the pregnancy grows but there is no heartbeat and the size of the uterus is small than the gestation, and it is because of the some problem related with the pregnancy that the baby doesn't grow, and it requires termination of pregnancy either with the medicine or with the surgery. Thank you. I hope this is informative.